Within 40 minutes, Wexner's name was added back.
Within 40 minutes of me catching you red-handed.
There was one redaction out of
He's
over
listed as a co-conspirator.
4,700,
Okay.
and we invited you in.
Gentlemen,
This guy has Trump derangement syndrome.
All right, buckle up, buttercups, because today we're diving headfirst into the swampy, festering mess that is the Epstein scandal and the political theater surrounding it. We're talking about a case that exposes the rot at the highest levels of power, a case where the rich and connected seem to operate under a different set of rules. And what happens when our so-called public servants get caught with their pants down? Try to sweep it all under the rug. Oh, they put on a show? All right, I guess we'll do that too. A pathetic insulting show? Oh, even better. We're going to dissect some truly cringe-worthy moments from a recent House Judiciary Committee hearing where Pam Bondi, wow, bless her little heart, tried to tap dance around accountability. Spoiler alert, folks, it didn't go well. Get ready to have your faith in the system, if any of you have any left, thoroughly challenged. Let's get into it and roll the tape.
Well, the shrieking woman you just heard from is unfortunately our Attorney General, Pam Bondi, battling Republican Congressman Thomas Massie during today's jaw-dropping, and it was jaw-dropping, House Judiciary Committee hearing. Now, before we get to some of the videos and highlights, if you want to call them highlights from this hearing, I do want to just kind of give you a general summary of what I witnessed today as I was watching the hearing. So for instance, when it came to the line of questioning, you had Democrats who were focused on the matter at hand. They wanted answers about the Jeffrey Epstein investigation, redactions in the files. There was a lot of focus in their questioning on Donald Trump specifically, which I wish they expanded their horizons a little more. I'm not saying that because I think Trump is like a goody two shoes and there isn't potentially criminality or wrongdoing in the files. But put that aside for a second. This story has to be treated as something outside the realm of partisan politics. If our lawmakers are simply using this, they're weaponizing this for their own political purposes, that is a problem. Because there are plenty of people who are, let's say, mega donors to the Democrats, like Reid Hoffman, for instance. He is implicated in these files. So please don't weaponize this as a partisan issue. This is a serious issue. And usually when something serious gets politicized in this manner, it also, unfortunately and tragically in this case, normalizes the predatory behavior.
Normalize predatory behavior? You bet your bottom dollar it does. This isn't just about weaponizing an issue. It's about a system so fundamentally broken that the powerful can turn child sex trafficking into a political football? It's like watching two toddlers fight over a toy, completely oblivious to the fact that the toy is actually a ticking time bomb. And let's be real, folks. The idea that either party is genuinely interested in a nonpartisan pursuit of justice here is, well, frankly, it's kind of adorable. Like a unicorn riding a rainbow. This isn't a bug in the system. It's a feature, folks. The establishment, regardless of the letter next to their name, protects its own. They'll throw us a bone, maybe prosecute a few low-level folks, but the real power players, they get to keep their yachts and their secrets to themselves. The moment you mention a mega donor to either party caught in these files, suddenly everyone gets a case of collective amnesia. It's so infuriating.
And I don't want that to happen. I want our society, or at least I want to live in a society that understands the severity of what's going on here. Now let's turn to Republicans because they really demonstrated who they really are today. Because if they don't want to appear as though they are part of any cover-up, they did a poor job today. They didn't want to ask questions about the Epstein files. They wanted to ask questions about literally anything else but the Epstein files. Okay, there was one Republican lawmaker who asked about something that's happening in some small town. I don't care. Not that I don't care about that small town. I don't care about it in the context of a massive pedophile blackmail ring that our government covered up for decades. That's what I want to hear about. And Bondi was evasive, combative, unprofessional, and unbelievably embarrassing. Okay, now, with that out of the way, Epstein survivor Marina, I should say, Lacerda, told the press after the hearing that she was unhappy with how things went down. She said, quote, "We expected more. She really," meaning Pam Bondi, "dehumanized us today. I think she has become a circus act, and I agree." Nothing makes that clearer than some of the exchanges she had. Why don't we start off with Congressman Thomas Massie, who had fought tooth and nail to get these files released. Now, he hammered Bondi for failing to properly redact the names of the Epstein victims. And in the meantime, of course, the DOJ did a great job redacting the names of the perpetrators or potential perpetrators, the individuals who are, emailing back and forth with Epstein. So let's take a look at how that interaction went down.
To my right is an email that was sent by the victims' lawyers to the DOJ. It was a list of names not to redact, a list of names not to release. What did the DOJ do with this email? They released this email in the document production. Literally the worst thing you could do to the survivors, you did. And they're getting phone calls. A lot of these people didn't want to be known. And we know you touched the document because you redacted one name and you redacted the lawyer's name, but you left the survivor's name there. The next document I want to show you, that was in the title, the victims' survivors' names, all right? The title of this one is Child Sex Trafficking, Co-Conspirators, fully redacted.
So you guys understand the weight of what we're dealing with here. Okay, we're literally talking about survivors who were preyed upon when they were children, okay? So any effort to deviate from this topic at hand makes the lawmakers engaging in that super suspect. Now, obviously, Thomas Massie doesn't fall in that category. He has been one of the most vociferous fighters on behalf of the survivors here, and I'm grateful for that. But here's what went down when Massie asked Bondi about the bungled redactions. Take a look.
I have several questions for you. Who's responsible? Are you able to track who in your organization made this massive failure and released the victims' names? Are you able to track who it was that obscured Les Wexner's name as a co-conspirator in an FBI document? Do you have that kind of accountability?
I believe Wexner's name was listed more than 4,000 times.
Yeah, I already told you that. This is where he's listed as a co-conspirator.
Finish my answer. Come on, let me finish my answer. We corrected that within 40 minutes. He was already, you're acting like everybody's trying to cover up Wexner's name. Chairman, may I give my answer on that? This is a political joke, and I need to give my answer on that.
We'll let the Attorney General respond, and then the gentleman can move to his next question.
It's my time.
Within 40 minutes, you asked me a question. Within 40 minutes, Wexner's name was added back.
Within 40 minutes of me catching you red-handed.
Oh, within 40 minutes? Well, golly gee, Pam, that makes it all better, doesn't it? It's like saying, yeah, I tried to steal your wallet, but I gave it back to you after you tackled me. The fact that it was ever redacted and then only unredacted when a spotlight was shining directly on it speaks volumes, folks. It's not a mistake. It's a cover-up caught in progress. This isn't some clerical error. This is a high-stakes game of hide-and-seek with powerful pedophiles, and our justice system keeps losing its glasses. Bondi's defense here is so flimsy, it makes a wet paper bag look like a fortress. She's essentially admitting, yeah, we got caught, but we fixed it before you could really make a fuss about it. It's infuriating because it's so transparent. They count on us being too distracted or too tired to connect the dots. But Massie, bless him, and God bless the guy, isn't letting them off the hook. This isn't just about Wexner. It's about the entire rotten infrastructure that enables these monsters to operate with such impunity.
That's right. After Thomas Massie drew attention to it, that's when the name was unredacted. Like Les Wexner's name was unredacted. By the way, I'm past the redactions, unredacted. Like Why is he not detained? That's what I want to know. Why isn't that man currently being investigated by our DOJ? I don't understand. He's all over the Epstein files in incriminating ways. Man, it's hard to have faith in the future of this country when we are led by some of the most depraved, disgusting people imaginable. What was going on prior to this whole debacle when our attorney general was engaging in this theater where she pretended like she cared about the victims? What was that about? Was that just meant to entice Trump voters, well-meaning Trump voters who wanted justice? Was that what it was all about? To entice them to support Trump, to entice them to support Trump's administration? But when push comes to shove, Bondi is unwilling to do the right thing and bring these people to justice. I mean, she is busy, to be fair, very busy trying to prosecute Trump's political opponents.
Aw, there it is. The quiet part said out loud. Bondi is busy prosecuting Trump's political opponents, period. Because going after powerful child sex traffickers is so much less important than settling political scores. It's a tale as old as time, folks. When the system serves power, justice, fortunately, becomes a side hustle. This isn't just about Bondi. It's about the entire apparatus. They weaponize the law against descendants and political rivals, while their buddies get a slap on the wrist, if that, for actual heinous crimes. It's a cynical dance, a distraction from the real issues that plague our society. They want us to believe they care about victims, but let's be real, their actions scream otherwise. They care about maintaining their grip on power, protecting their networks, and ensuring that the elites never, ever face true accountability. This isn't justice. It's a protection racket with a fancy courthouse attached. And guess who's all paying for it? We are. We're paying for it all.
That takes a lot of time. But in the meantime, it would be great if we had maybe a modicum of concern for the survivors here. And more importantly, a modicum of concern for the future of this country and potential victims that could be victimized as a result of these disgusting pedophiles being free.
So there you have it. Another day, another shining example of how our political system prioritizes optics and power plays over actual justice for victims. It's a disheartening spectacle, but we can't afford to look away. Because if we don't demand better, if we don't keep shining a light on these dark corners, nothing will ever change. This isn't just about Epstein. It's about the entire culture of impunity for the powerful. It's about protecting the most vulnerable among us. That's what is most important. We have to keep pushing, keep talking, and keep holding their feet to the fire. So tell me, what do you think? Are you surprised by this blatant political maneuvering? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next breakdown of this political circus we live in. Until next time, stay angry, stay informed, and never stop fighting for justice.